And I come across this line in my diary from that day saying, I enjoyed it so much despite bouts of terror. And how can that be possible, to enjoy something and be terrified simultaneously? Surely those things are mutually exclusive. And I include this line not to show that that I'm certifiably insane, but to show that it's possible not just to survive in adversity, but to actually thrive in adversity. And when you're faced with a challenge, not just keep your head above water, but to find it energizing and to enjoy it and get pushed on. And that's obviously binary in an adventure sense, but there's been countless studies, and the first and biggest one into hardiness in the workplace followed managers in the telecommunication industry in the 80s, where they were having huge technological changes, massive MMAs, staff downsizing, and managers, 2/3 of them burnt out. Not just at work, there were increases in divorces and suicides and heart attacks. The other third, they didn't just survive, get through that time and then continue their job. They thrived in work and out work. They deepened personal and professional relationships. They loved the challenge. So how do you get from surviving to thriving? It's interesting hearing some of the speakers earlier talking about last year being a difficult year for you guys, and yet still somehow you've come through stronger. And previously resilience was about stiff upper lip, don't even acknowledge that you're struggling, get on with it, pull yourself together. But now, tough things are tough. Accept it. By validating yourself and acknowledging that you're feeling stressed in a stressful situation, you give yourself permission to sit with discomfort. If you try and fight those emotions, pretend they're not there, you feed them, and what's more, you waste energy fighting the emotions rather than getting on with the challenge. Now I go through a very specific, explicit self-talk. I am terrified. I will not be terrified of being terrified. I expect to be terrified in a terrifying situation. I will sit with the discomfort of being terrified and get on with it anyway. I'm stressed in a stressful situation. I'm overwhelmed in an overwhelming situation. I'm frustrated in a situation at work where there's friction between my team. All of these things are normal human reactions. Expect to have them, accept having them, and then they dissipate and you find yourself not just surviving, but thriving in adversity.